No, I got some...
See the difference where I named the species, explained it slightly, told you an interesting fact, as opposed to, there's this monkey, right? And,
look at him looking at you.
Yeah,
he's not interested, Rich. Can I tell you now? Can I try and describe for people the face that Carl has? I'll tell you what it's like. It's like if you draw, some eyes, a nose and a mouth on a balloon, and then inflate it to about half full. That's what Carl's face looks like. That's what his head looks like. It looks like a face you've drawn on a balloon. Very small, the rest of the head huge.
It's just that today I'm a bit tired, right? That's one thing.
Why are you a bit tired?
I just haven't been sleeping, right?
Why not?
I don't know, I've got a lot going on in my head.
Oh, if this would be like The Simpsons, if we could actually look in there, there would be two monkeys grooming now.
Plus, you've been talking about, like, stuff that I can't relate to and that, so I'm...
What, writing poetry?
Like what?
Reading books?
Yeah, doing poetry and stuff. I never did any of that.
What did you do?
Well, at school they didn't bother. They tried to get us to write more, right?
Right.
By,
giving you a pen?
Well, they used to give us these school diaries.
Yeah.
Little red book. And it was a way that they kept an eye on what you were doing out of school hours.
Right.
So some kids would write down, you know...
Stole a bike.
Yeah,
burnt a house down.
Yeah.
But when I was at school, around that sort of 12 age, I didn't get up to much. You have no money, there's nothing you can do. So every night it was the same thing. I'd get home, and I'd have to go to the shop, right, and get some potatoes and some bread every night, right. And I kept taking this into school.
Sorry, what was it? Dublin in the 17th century?
Yeah.
What do you mean every day you went to the shops and got potatoes and bread?
That's kind of what I had to get all the time. That's what we had.
Why? What did you have? Chip sandwiches?
Yeah.
Right,
And,
so you went to the... you went there.
So I kept
With your hoop
putting
and
that,
stick.
Yeah.
I kept putting that in the diary, you know, every night saying, went to U-Phase. That was the name of the shop. Yeah.
What is it called?
U-Phase.
What is it, you or you?
Like H-U-G-H. Phase.
H-U-G-H, yeah. Oh, that was his name?
U-Phase, right?
Right.
Used to go there, get the potatoes and
Bread
and that.
I love the fact someone who's named a shop after themselves. I'm not going to say what we sell, it's named after me or nothing, or I'm not opening.
Mainly potatoes and bread. White sliced loaves, King Edward's.
And the teacher used to always say, just write something different in there, make something up. Because, like, you know, Monday, Tuesday, all the way through to Friday, every night, it was just, went to U-Phase.
Went to you?
So you sort of, you changed
Are you sure it wasn't an advert? Sure he wasn't paying you to say, get my name in the book?
Yeah.
The only time that it changed, and she said, oh, that's made it a bit more interesting, was when it was my birthday, and I had to buy a cake.
Potatoes and a cake.
And she said, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That was my 13th birthday. My mum said, I got home from school, she said, oh, you're 13 today. Teenager, big turnover. Go and get a cake.
That's your experience of writing?
No, what?
Well,
no, that's your experience of your 13th birthday. Oh, by the way, you're 13 today, go and get a cake.
Yeah.
Brilliant, big surprise? Was it a big surprise?
Yeah.
yeah, that is brilliant. I love it.
That's the only sort of writing.
What,
Yeah.
and they never asked you to write essays or stories?
Did you never write a story or a poem or a...
The stories I did earlier on were, you know, you made them up, but it was that thing that I'd always end them with, and an alarm went off and it was all a dream.
Every single one of them?
Yeah. But they didn't, I mean, it was a bit of a...
I bought some potatoes and some bread, then I woke up and it was all a dream.
No. Then I went to shops and bought some potatoes and bread. But did you ever do anything that write about an adventure when you were a spaceman, or you were in, you know, you were a cowboy, or... No?
All the teachers, like, had scams going on, so, like, in English, right, you'd go in there, and the teacher would say, right, what we're doing today is, got a load of brochures from Thomson, but they say, like, 1983 on the front, so I've got a load of stickers here that say 1984, let's see how many you can do in half an hour.
You are joking.
Did you go to school with Oliver Twist?
Sorry, you are joking.
I'm not, that's what they did. So the teacher must have been getting, like, a freebie or something for helping them out.
Is this...
Honestly, yeah, that's what it was.
That is fantastic.
They were all at it, all
They were all...
Other than Mr. Fagan, you had...
Yeah. And then when they saw Karate Kid, they had every kid washing their car going, wax on, wax off, hurry up.
Yeah.
I'm teaching you something. Wax on, wax off, paint the fence.
So I'm just saying, you know, that's why I'm a bit quiet, because you're talking about stuff I can't
Can't relate to.
And why didn't you sleep last night?
I'm just... I haven't slept well since I was about 12. Do you sleep well, Steve?
Oh, wait, you can't let that go! I haven't slept well since I was 12. What do you mean?
Do you know, like, a proper... I used to love going to bed as like a kid.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like, oh, am I going to sleep tonight? And I sort of wake up about 4 times.
Right.
Whereas when you're a kid, I remember really loving, like, going to bed. There was one time where I actually laughed myself to sleep because I couldn't believe me luck.
There's something wrong with him. What do you mean you laugh
Have you
yourself?
ever had it when you're really tired and you get in bed and the pillows feel
Yeah, it's all cold. Yeah.
and it's like, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
And it happened twice. Once when I just went to bed and I was really looking forward to it, and also when I helped my dad out once, like through the night. He worked at this paper company, right? And I helped him out, and I got in at about 4 in the morning with him. Got in bed, and I just was like, I was laughing my head off. I had to put the pillow over my head because I couldn't believe me luck. Like I was like, oh, this is great. This. I'm going to sleep.
I just have to say, life up north is so extraordinary.
No, but you must be the easiest kid in the world to please. No wonder she knew she could just go get a cake. It's sort of like, what was he expecting me to say? He were expecting an extra hour in bed, but we got him cake as well.
Go to bed
love
without
that.
any supper. Brilliant.
Brilliant, yeah. Your own bed. How long was it before you got your... What did you used to do before? Just some straw in the corner?
No, it's just that thing of when you're really tired and...
And do you ever do this with Suzanne now? Do you ever laugh yourself to sleep with her?
No, that's what I mean.
She can't sleep because you're chuckling away.
I don't know what's up with me. I've got a lot going on.
What do you mean you've got a lot going on?
I don't know. I was talking to the security bloke before saying, do you sleep? Have you got much going on in your head and stuff? And I don't know.
No, he wasn't insulted by that, I'm sure. Going up to someone and going, have you got a lot going on in your head? That is brilliant.
It worries me. It's interesting that your lack of sleep coincides with the diaries and the writing of the bread and potato story every day. I don't know if once you had that responsibility.
Why don't you every night go to Hugh Faye's, get some bread and potatoes, you don't have to eat them, then go to bed, and I think you'll be chuckling yourself to sleep in no time. I'm stunned at Carl's rudeness, okay? That's badly drawn boy, by the way, all possibilities. There's a lovely chap just calls in, saying about sounds, and Carl, because the record's ended, he doesn't say, oh, I've got to go to the record's end. He went, yeah, and he, so...
He's probably still there.
Well,
cut him off.
Well, just check if he's still there.
He doesn't want to be on radio. He said he didn't want to be on the radio, but I think he should apologise.
I'm still here, hello?
Hello.
Alright.
I'm still here. I did ask not to be put live on radio because I get very embarrassed.
Don't worry. All we wanted to do is we just wanted to apologise for Carl's curtness and his rudeness.
Now, all I want to say is the station is good because you couldn't have a worse slot on a Saturday afternoon, right? Because the youngsters are in the boozers, the older fellas are doing the punting, the racing, the football and whatever. The thing is, the state you play, if you want to get number one...
This is XFM, not Radio 2?
If you want to be the top, all you got to do is start playing Natalia Umbraglia, this and that, and have your audience with one puke of hair between 4 legs, okay?
Thank you.
There you go.
Now, that's why I didn't want to go live on radio. But you are dead, when Christian got a little bit sick about being 13, then he got to go, whatever. You're the soundest station in the area, you cover... I don't like all the stuff you play, the station plays, but you're actually doing what's there.
Thank you very much.
You keep going, persevere, and you'll make it's well worth listening to anyway, okay?
Thank you, cheers.
Otherwise I wouldn't...
Can you hear us?
Thank you, bye.
Dead so, mate, be careful, yeah?
I mean, I can see why you cut him off.
No, stop it.
Man alive.
We've had so many calls. Carl was getting annoyed. There were so many calls. And, we've had suggestions from, Ned saying talk about Jimmy Savile. John in North London. I've just got John in North London. What does he want us to talk about? Oh, I've forgotten. Becca from Liverpool wants to talk about Tracy Emin and Damien Hirst. Art. Paul Andrews. Your mum called. Stop calling her. Tell her to listen to XFM. Yes, you, Paul Andrews, who's about 38, at home with your wife and kids. Your mum just called in. I think someone wanted amazing monkey facts. I can't even do this right, can I?
To be honest with you, last week we were slagging off Carl as being the weak link in this show. I think it's clear what the weak link is.
Oh God, who's the bloke who wants Hayley to go with him to X-Men? See, I shouldn't make notes.
What's wrong with you? If you didn't spend so much time squeezing his head and eating pies, we might get something done.